So, back here again. I need to get a better car, so any sponsors out there that want to sponsor me a car, you know what I mean? Make sure the decor's decent, because otherwise you can't tell what I'm driving. But anyway, so Freddie had his first game as Arsenal interim manager yesterday. There was a lot of hope from a lot of people. Everyone was excited, not just because it was something new and we was in such a rut. It felt like there was a little bit of a spring, a little bit of a spark amongst the Arsenal fans. We end up drawing 2-2 with Norwich, and overall it was quite disappointing, the result wise. I mean, what gets me is I don't know what people are expecting Ljungberg to do with 2 days in charge. I understand. He was working with Emery for 6 months, so he should know his best players. But that's Emery's system. That's in a system where he's like, again, I said it yesterday, I said it's very demeaning using the term yes man. But as an assistant manager, essentially, what are you there to do? You're there to give advice when needed and help out when you're not needed. So I don't understand why all of a sudden you think that what was Freddie Ljungberg passing the players secret notes as how he wants to play just in case things went wrong with Emery or something. Like how are the players meant to know how Ljungberg would want to play in 2 days of training? Like, it's madness. It's madness. Like, we can't go from, we're excited at the prospect to see what Ljungberg can do until we get our new manager in, and then he's in for a game for 1 game after 2 days. It's like, nah, fuck him off. We need to get someone in quick. Like, relax, boys. Relax. Because the next manager we get in, it could fucking send us the wrong way. It could fully send us completely the wrong direction, and then we're fucked. The next manager that comes in, it needs to. Oh God, it's the biggest move we've done in years. Seriously, I think a team that sort of went from George Graham to Bruce Rioch, and then from Stuart Houston. In that, it's a very similar situation, and then we got Arsene Wenger. So I just feel like you've got to treat it as that. You've got to treat it like you're looking for your next Wenger, your next long-term manager. And I know managers are look to do like shorter stints nowadays, but this 3-year bullshit, that's not for me, mate. This is a fucking 5-year plan. Like, why's this geezer being? This is like a 5-year plan, mate. You ain't doing this in 3 years, man. So it's a big job. It's a very, very, very big job. And it needs the right man to see that we need quality. We're missing quality in there. Absolutely missing quality in the middle. The centre midfield is the main issue for me. It's the central midfield. I thought Granit Xhaka played well yesterday, but Ljungberg brought on the likes of Saka over Pepe, which I know people are saying he's only been in there a little while and we can't read into it too much, but that one I could read into. Like, it's a £72 million player. You see him on a daily basis. You should be able to see if he's going to cut the mustard. And like I said before, I feel that he's picked a team yesterday of players that are understanding what he wants from him. They're understanding what he's asking them to do in that short space of time that he's been there, and he's picked players that he can trust. Is it naive? Slightly, but I mean, I can't knock him because he's trying to implement things that he wants to do. So it remains to be seen how we go from here. We've got the Europa League game on Thursday. Standard Liège, and yeah, it's a very important game because it's not just the easy game that we thought it would be, a point that we need to get to the next round of the Europa League. It's a statement of where Ljungberg is, how essentially how much quicker we have to go out and look for that manager. I mean, we should be looking for him now, and I personally, I'd take, if Ljungberg's doing the business, I'd take Ljungberg till the end of the season. We need to stop saying things like, is it fair if Ljungberg does well to the end of the season and doesn't get offered the job? It's not a case of fair. What's fair? It's not. What do you mean fair? Is it fair that Arsenal pay the biggest ticket prices yet we've got the most bog average team in the Premier League? No, it's not fair, but it is what it is. So what would people talk about fair for? Like, that's dumb. That's the hole that Man United fell into by thinking it wasn't fair to not offer it to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer when Poch was standing outside the door trying to serenade him at the fucking balcony, mate. Like, don't talk about fair. It's actually jarring. It's like, what are you talking about, fair? It's dumb shit. Yeah, I mean, what I will also say about Saturday's game, yeah, a reason why you can't read into it too much, because humans are creatures of habit. So if you've had Unai Emery's tactics for the last year and a half, yeah, them tactics have obviously now started being implemented, embedded into the psyche of the player, yeah? Therefore, the first 20 minutes, this is why it rings true for me, the first 20 minutes, it looked exciting, it looked open, it looked free-flowing, it looked a bit more like what we used to be used to, yeah? It was like, And then we conceded the goal, and then we kind of went in on ourselves. But to me, that screamed as though we reverted back to what our comfort zone was, which was the Emery tactics, which was the backing off, which is why it kind of went to pot a bit. So you're going to get a bit of that until the players themselves can also trust the tactics of Ljungberg and the direction that he wants to go in. It's going to be a bit tentative at the moment. Do you know what I mean? There's going to be times, hopefully not too many, where as a default mechanism, players, when things go wrong, yeah, they revert back to what they know. So it's going to take time, man. It's going to take two or three games, but hopefully this Standard Liège game, Pepe fucking picks it up in training, because that's what Ljungberg's going to be looking at, what you're doing in training. It's at the end of the day, people can't even complain too much about that because we ain't seen Pepe on the pitch. So if you're asking us to judge what Pepe's about, I couldn't pick Pepe off the bat. I'll be picking Pepe off his price tag because I've not seen anything of him on the pitch. Nothing at all. So I'd have to see what he's doing in training. And if he ain't doing it in training, you're thinking to yourself, 72 fucking mil. For what? And what worries me is now I'm hearing that fucking... I should have looked into it more, to be honest. Not that it makes any difference, but this is why it worries me, the direction that Arsenal have gone in with regards to recruitment. Arsenal have always been a team. Well, George Graham kind of slipped into the boat of what we're doing now, but Arsenal are very much a team of we see a player, we identify our targets, and we slowly and sometimes surely get the target. But now we're dealing with agents and who's available and whatnot, and I'm just not feeling that. That doesn't work for me. Like, I know it's not going to change it, but the recruitment in the last few years has been dog shit. So there is something they need to look at drastically there. It's not good. It's not good. But like I said, boys, give the geezer time, because this talk of now we need to make an appointment quick, sharp. Like, no. This is the problem. This is why you can't have fans in charge of shit. Fucking hell. It's just panic stations. We're already in a shit place. Like, we're in a shit place. So don't make it worse by rushing things. Make sure you get the right appointment. Because for me, if you can get Brendan Rodgers at the end of the season, I'll wait. Season's a write-off anyway. Where are we going to come? Top 6, whoopie fucking do. Europa League again, it makes no difference to me. I'm not bothered. I'm really not bothered. If we get Europa League, yep, nice. European football's still good to watch. I still enjoy watching our team in the European game. But we ain't getting top 4. It'd be fucking crazy if you think we're getting top 4. Fucking no chance. More chance of juggling snot. Laters.